Hello, my name is Ian and this is my channel. I'm going to start reading a few stories from a book I've had from some old stories that I've had for a long time, and you might find them really interesting. Some of them they're from 1976 around about and before, um, and they're really interesting. So this is my channel. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't bother. I'm just learning, you see. So here's a story. The name is called Heaven's Artillery: Meteorites and Their Constant Threat to Earth. As recently as October the 30th, 1937, the Earth missed a major disaster by less than 3 seconds. It happened when a minor planet, Hermes, weighing about 500,000 tons, passed within 500,000 miles, travelling at the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second. A slight change in the angle of its course and it would have pierced the atmosphere and smashed into the Earth, with an explosion that would have obliterated an entire city. The threat that the Earth may be hit by a giant meteorite is with us constantly. Scientists estimate that about 7 small meteorites bury themselves in the ground each year. Others hurtle into the sea. Every day the Earth is bombarded by rocks from space called meteoroids. Usually they are small and disintegrate with the friction caused by their entry into the atmosphere. The result is the bright glow of their flight path, frequently seen streaking across the night sky. When this happens, the meteoroid splits into meteors. If one of these meteors manages to penetrate all the way to the Earth's surface, it is known as a meteorite. Meteorites are usually circular because the friction burns off the jagged surfaces. They are composed either of stone or an alloy of nickel and iron. Scientists believe meteorites probably come from somewhere within our solar system and are the remains of comets and asteroids. Asteroids are minor planets which have their orbits in the void between Jupiter and Mars. 20,000 years ago, an iron-nickel meteorite weighing an estimated 2 million tons blasted a hole nearly a mile wide and 570 foot deep in America's Arizona desert. Its destruction force was bigger than a 30 megaton H-bomb or 30 million tons of TNT. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, an enormous area of the Tunguska region of Siberia was totally devastated by what may have been a gigantic meteorite. Shock waves from the impact were so violent that an engine driver 350 miles away on the Trans-Siberian Railway thought his engine had exploded. Because of the site's remoteness and the harsh terrain, it was not until 1927 that a scientific expedition was able to investigate the meteorite. The blast had flattened trees over several miles. The effects were felt over 1,500 square miles, but no craters were seen. It is believed that the Siberian meteorite could have weighed 1 million tons. It broke up before it hit the Earth at more than 90,000 miles per hour. The biggest meteorite strike so far witnessed by man also occurred in Siberia in 1947. Hundreds of people saw a brilliant ball of light as it sped southwards across the sky, shedding a trail of sparks. Within 4 or 5 seconds it vanished, and a giant pillar of brownish smoke rose 20 miles into the atmosphere. On the slopes of the Sikoti Alin Mountains, investigators found more than 100 holes up to 75 foot across and 40 foot deep. The meteorite apparently broke up just before impact and strewed meteoric iron for miles. Scientists believe the meteorite weighed about 1,000 tons. In parts of Carolina, 3,000 shallow pits surrounded by circular walls of earth are the result of meteorite strikes during the last 50,000 years. Everything in an area of 500 square miles was obliterated by the blasts and the heat they generated. Fortunately, no populated area has yet been hit by a meteorite. If it were, the destruction and loss of life could be so great as to leave no one alive to record them for posterity. That's the first story. I hope you liked it. I'll read some more shortly and pull them on.